Get ready. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I am thankful to the honorable members opposite and also on this side of the House for participating in the debate on this very simple amending measure that I have put before the House. They have all supported the amending bill for increasing the time of takeover of sugar mills from 6 years to 7 years. At the same time, they have brought into focus the problems faced by the farmers, the workers, and the factories in general. This is a very simple measure. 6 year period elapsed in November last. We have taken over 8 mills in the year 2008-9 soon after the main act was passed by the parliament. The limited object of this amending bill is to gain more time to think how the factories that government has been managing for the last 6 years or so could be handed over to the owners, to the erstwhile management, whether cooperative or private, and the future of the workers and the cane growers could also be ensured simultaneously. At the same time, they could guard against, if possible, these mills going sick again. This act is a sort of a deterrent against mills going sick by various methods. Some of them are fraudulent methods. I do not hesitate in saying, as several of my friends have pointed out, there is leakage of revenues, there is manipulation of accounts, and losses are shown in the balance sheets by methods which are not so desirable. At the same time, some old mills run into genuine difficulties, and we do not want that the farmers of those areas who cannot immediately switch over from one pattern of cultivation to another should suffer. We try to help the industry as well as the farmers and workers through this measure. Honorable members from both sides have pointed out several difficulties. Sir, I admit that this temporary takeover is no remedy for bringing back these mills to permanent health. Ultimately, the government either has to think of nationalization or of putting pressure on the management to modernize these mills. The question of nationalization has been raised from time to time. Even today, some of my friends have suggested that we should resort to nationalization of sugar industry. One honorable member suggested setting up of a commission to evolve a long-term policy for sugar. All I can say at the moment is that nationalization of sugar industry cannot be thought of in isolation from the policy as regards the other sectors of industries. We have to take one view, and we have opted for a mixed economy, public sector as well as private sector. And I am not in a position to say that nationalization, even if government thinks of it, will solve the problem, because we know that our experience with the public sector also is not very happy. Everybody will admit it. Therefore, we have to try and help the industry wherever possible. As regards sugar industry, we are giving preference to cooperatives. In the matter of licensing of new mills, they will be under the cooperatives as far as possible. If in an area where no cooperative societies are set up, or no public sector factory comes up, but there is enough sugarcane there, then only we agree to new licenses to be given to the private sector. Now, honorable members will appreciate that the cooperative sector has done very well in the matter of sugar production. More than 50% of sugar production in our country comes from cooperatives. We heard a short while ago one honorable member from Maharashtra asking for nationalization, whereas another member who is also from Maharashtra was opposing nationalization. I do not know how these two views can be reconciled. We have to see that the farmers get remunerative prices. We also agree that there should be a long term policy on sugar. Sir, there have been difficulties created on account of wide fluctuations in sugar production from year to year. We have seen shortages for years in the past. We have also seen times of glut and overproduction in our country. After the period of Janta rule, the sugar production had come down to only 38 lakh tons from a previous high production of more than 64 lakh tons. Within 2 years, on account of the policies pursued to give remunerative prices to farmers and to help the industry to modernize, the production came up to 84 lakh tons in the year 2001-2. That was the highest production in the world. We try to control the price in free sale also by applying the mechanism of release from month to month, so that if the prices tend to go high, more sugar is released from the factory. We try to see that the difference between the price of levy sugar and the price in the free market does not become very big.